When we got to the Spire options, we were sat down with other advertisers and they really couldn't sing Spire FM's praises enough. I've known the guys at Spire FM for a long time over the years through other businesses, but never really used radio advertising. Just didn't think it would work for us. But through speaking to other advertisers, it made us realise it could work. And the team, Spire FM team, are fantastic. They sit you down, they explain everything, they go through the benefits and the costs and actually explain everything you need to know. And they help you all the way.
For a local business, local advertising is the way to go. Spire FM are probably the best form of local advertising. People listen to the radio station for various different reasons, whether it's at work, on the way to work, or on the way home from work. We all know that sometimes you can be sold something through a method of not direct sales, and I think listening to the radio sometimes embosses that thought into your head without actually thinking about it. So from that point of view, I think radio has an impact on advertising definitely for us.
Since we've been using radio advertising, Salisbury Glass Centre's turnover has increased steadily in the last 5 to 6 years. Spire helps us to be in people's thoughts when they come into a buying mode, and it may be a link with your theme tune of the advertising. It may be something that you say repetitively, somewhere in their subconscious you think, oh yeah, I've heard that, I heard that on the radio, and that's what you want to get.
We use Spire FM mainly to get into the heads of people in a way. So it's about having something that will work for you, but is drilling into people's heads. Someone that makes them go, oh, what's that? Something to prick up the ears and get you interested. They come out and have a chat and think about the next advert, because it is about change as well. If you have the same thing, people don't listen to it anymore.
Well, with CB Domestics, by continual advertising all the time, we get our name about. So it is actually well worth it for us. The jingle, in actual fact, we didn't want to begin with, but to be fair, the jingle has been the best thing ever. I can put an instance where some children kicked a football in front of the van. I got out to pick the football up, and from the playground they were all singing CB Domestics. And so that's how you know that it advertises, when it comes right down to the children and everybody else, and my customers are singing my telephone number. And so we will continue to advertise, because we think that is the best way of getting CB Domestics' name out with the local community.
When the Spire FM team come along to the business, they'll sit you down and go through what you want, what you're expecting from radio advertising, what you're trying to promote. They know best. They know how to make advertising work. They'll write a script, you'll sit down with a script writer, and you can change it as many times as you need to get it right for you.
For cost effectiveness, in comparison to what we used to do, which was parish mags and sponsorship and football programmes, and you reduce all that down, channel it into the right area, turnover has gone up, awareness has gone up, and we attribute that to, a lot of that to Spire.
If you stand still, if you don't advertise, then how can you expect people to come to you? You can't rely on people just remembering who you are. Spire reaches a lot of people. Everyone's got it on in the background. People use it at work, people use it in their car, they listen to the travel. So our ads around those, and that gets us into their heads.
Spire FM were great from the point of view they identified that we were a small business, a new business, with only new business and our limited funds, and they helped work with us. They clearly didn't come along thinking that we could spend thousands of pounds up front and straight away. So from that point of view, we were grateful for that support. Having spent money in other areas that hasn't been successful, in my opinion, it's the only form of advertising locally that works.
I would recommend it because you've got to get your name out there somehow, and I feel that with radio advertising you tend to come across as a more credible company if you're advertising on the radio.
We have learnt an awful lot through radio advertising and how easy it is, how much the Spire FM team believe in what they're doing and look after their clients. It's been so fantastic for us and so easy that we've not had to worry about it.
I can't fault it in any way, really. They do recognise loyalty. They look to give you the best service they can for the investment that you're prepared to give. And that's what I like about Spire.